I'm Monster 1970, and today I'm going to be installing a replacement front motor mount on this 2006 Harley-Davidson Ultra Classic. Let's get started. The front engine mount that I'm going to be installing, part number 0933-0135 from Drag Specialties. Picked this up from a local bike shop. I'm going to be taking these foot pegs off the highway bars. This is a 3/4 inch bolt. Take them off of there. Okay, I'm doing the same thing on the left hand side of the bike. Next, I'm going to be removing this assembly. Probably don't need to remove this, but I thought I would just remove it to make it easier. So I'm going to take this off. This is a T40 Torx. There's one T40 down here. And it looks like there's a nut on the bottom holding it in. It just flew off. .7/16 nut in here. Take that out of the way. Bolt in, nut back on. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Again, I'm using a T40. This side without an extension. There we go. Bolt and nut down here so I don't forget it. Don't lose it. One down here. And the one up here. And I watch this because it will want to fall apart once you get this nut off. That out of the way. Okay, I got a 5/32 ratchet or Allen on a 3/8 ratchet. Now that that's off, there are two bolts on top of here I need to remove. I'm going to use a 7/16 with a reasonably long extension. Now, this will hopefully come up and out of the way. I just have to check for the wires. There, we got that one off. Okay, we got that out of the way. All I had to do was slide this to the one side. There's a pin down in here. You can see that? Probably not, but there's a pin. Connector slid into. And I'll put a motorcycle strap on it so it hangs up instead of just hanging off the wires. Take these bolts off and loosen up these upper two. It's kind of hard to see in there. I'll see if I can get you a better view. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't want to touch this dog bone and this drag link. And I think that's probably a 9/16 on top. Yes, 11/16. So 11/16 on the bottom, 9/16 on the top. The other bolt. Now I'm going to take this bolt out. Okay, got this bolt and this washer on the bottom along with this nut, and that was pretty rusty. Got the engine jacked up enough that I can move this now. So what I'm going to do is loosen up those two bolts and see if I can get the engine mount out. Okay, I'm loosening these up. Might have to lift that up just a tad more. Got her jacked up using a piece of decking material and my floor jack, and it's still not quite enough to get that out. I'm going to loosen up those bolts more up there. Might be able to clear. Oh, it's right there. There we go. There's the old mount. Let me get the new one and we'll put that in. I'm going to be using some of this Super Clean to clean off the mounting area around here for the motor mount. Because every time you change the oil runs down over here, and that's what assists in destroying the motor mount. So I'm going to spray some on this rag. And I'm going to slide the replacement motor mount up in there. There we go. Thought I went this way. Yes. Put the washer on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to tighten these bolts back down. These two here for the mount. I'm going to torque these to 20 foot-pounds. Foot-pounds. I'm going to lower it down. Keep that loose for now. Now I got the engine back down. I did not do the slide the engine forward trick. Okay, Like I said, I'm going to torque out to 20 foot-pounds. There we go. I didn't like the way that this washer was sitting up against the mount here, so I loosened everything up. I slid this, well, I lifted the engine back up. I slid the mount over to that side a little more, and I tightened these bolts down. I left this one loose, started the engine to let everything settle, and then torqued everything back down. So I think that looks better than what it was. I think it was just shifted off to the one side a little bit. So I'm going to put the regulator back on now and torque them down. These are all torqued down to 20 foot-pounds. Turn on my wires. Pinched underneath there. What was that? 7/16? Yep. Set this to 100 inch-pounds. It's 100 inch-pounds. There you go. Okay, I've got the cover all cleaned up. Some chrome polish on it. I'm gonna put these bolts back in. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other side and tighten that one. That's 70 inch-pounds. It doesn't seem to be working. How tight that is. I'm going to say that that's 70 inch-pounds. Go. Notice when I had this apart that there was a nut missing from the exhaust. I got a replacement flange nut there. You can see that. And I torqued it down to 10 foot-pounds. And this upper one was also loose. I tightened that one while I had it apart, or while I was in here. So now I'm going to put the covers back over here, and this thing really needs a bath, but I'm going to end up having to take this side cover off anyhow to check the cam tensioners anyways. So I'll clean it up once I get back into that. I'm going to sit this back up in here. Back on. And I'm going to put put that highway bar back on. I'm going to set this side up on here. Back this on. There we go. I'm gonna put this back on. Okay, this will slide over top of here. So that should do it. Clean up these two. That'll do it for installing the Drag Specialties heavy duty motor mount on the front of the 2006 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe. Let me know if you think that motor mount went the other way, but from what I read, it looks like the someone in a forum, someone has said that the manufacturer stated that flat side is supposed to go on top. And if I looked at the original one, or the one that was installed in there, was flat like this on top. So this was towards the bottom. So that's what I got. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe.